You think you know Destin? Hold on, because the next 18 to 24 months are going to reshape the way you live here, invest here, and even vacation here. And I'm not talking about a few new restaurants or a road repaving project. I'm talking about changes that will make life easier, less frustrating, and in a lot of cases, make your property more valuable. If you live here now, you're going to feel it. If you're thinking about moving here, then you are coming during a great time. Things are changing for the better. That's not always the case in many areas, but it is here. Destin is getting better in a lot of ways. And if you own an investment property, these changes could make your bookings go through the roof. I'm Team Margagliano with World Impact Real Estate and DestinPropertyExpert.com. I've been living and working along the Emerald Coast since 2008, and I can tell you, I've never seen this much momentum for positive change all happening at once. Today, I'm giving you a local insider's breakdown of the 6 biggest changes coming to Destin in 2025 and 2026. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end, because number 6 could be the one that affects your life every single time you travel. Number 1, the Destin Crosstown Connector, the traffic game changer. Let's start with the one that locals have been dreaming about for years. The reason why it's only been a dream or passing thought is because everyone has been under the impression that there is no room or land to make any road changes in Destin. But with some very creative planning and forward thinking from the Destin Mayor and Okaloosa County, the dream may be becoming a reality. If you've ever been stuck on Highway 98 in July, baking in your car while you inch along at 6 miles an hour, you know exactly why the Crosstown Connector matters. This is a brand new east-west route designed to give us another way to get through Destin without touching. If you're local, you're most likely aware that there are some back roads you can take instead of being on Highway 98. But over the years, these secret alternative routes have been outed. The biggest issue with these alternative routes currently is that there are lots of stop signs to contend with, and even some backtracking. This doesn't make the most efficient shortcut. For residents or guests of the Palms of Destin or Kelly Plantation, this means you'll finally have more than one practical route to get in and out. No more planning your entire day around when traffic dies down. And here's the kicker. Less congestion on 98 means your property suddenly becomes more appealing to buyers who previously said, "I love Destin, but I can't deal with the traffic." If you own a short-term rental, better traffic flow also means guests can get to and from the beach faster and leave happier reviews. Happy guests equals better rankings on Airbnb and VRBO. This project is still under development, but once it's done, expect surrounding property values to get a nice bump. Why? Because quality of life sells, and this project will deliver that in a big way. Number 2, Joe's Bayou Boat Ramp Overhaul. Now, for my fellow boaters, this one's for you. Joe's Bayou Boat Ramp is one of the most heavily used in Destin, and if you've ever tried to launch there on a Saturday in June, you know it's chaos. Parking's a nightmare, lines are long, and it's just not fun. But the city is about to change that. The overhaul includes better parking, upgraded slips, and improved water access to handle the traffic. For people who live in Joe's Bayou itself, Indian Hills, or along Indian Trail, this is gold. Your boating lifestyle just got a major upgrade without you lifting a finger. From a real estate perspective, homes in these areas are already sought after for water access. Pair that with a first-class public ramp, and you've just added another bullet point to your property's Why Buy Here list. And for locals who don't live right on the water, this makes boating way more accessible without the stress. Now think of the new Joe's Bayou boat ramp. More room, easier parking, and less stress. This is the way to start off your day on the water. Whether you're planning on heading to Crab Island with family, doing some inshore bay fishing, or maybe you're headed out offshore for some deep sea fishing, this new overhaul is going to be a win for everyone. Number 3, Destin Parks Improvement Projects. Better amenities for everyone. This is one of those changes that touches every neighborhood. Destin is investing in its parks. We're talking upgraded sports fields, modernized playgrounds, new walking and biking trails, and better facilities all around. Why does this matter For real estate, families love this, retirees love this, remote workers looking for a lifestyle upgrade love this. It makes the whole city more livable. If you've got kids, you already know that a good park system is a lifesaver. And for neighborhoods all across Destin, from Regatta Bay to Crystal Beach, it's just one more thing that makes people say, yep, this is where I want to live. And here's something you won't see in the brochures. Locals know which cities invest in their parks and which don't. Cities that do, they tend to keep property values stronger over time. Hey guys, it's Danny Margagliano. As much as I love making these videos, there is one thing I love more, and that's helping families and people from all over the US make the move here to the Destin, 30A, and Panama City Beach area. I've helped countless families make the move, so whether you're coming out next week, next month, or even next year, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here on the screen and linked in the description in case you missed the on-screen pop-up. I look forward to helping you and your family make the move to the Emerald Coast of Florida. Number 4, Tarpon Beach Gulf Front Park. Crystal Beach gets even better. If you live in Crystal Beach, you're about to get a serious lifestyle upgrade. The new Tarpon Beach Gulfront Park will add much needed public beach access right in your neighborhood. Now, you might be thinking, Danny, doesn't that mean more tourists near my house? Sure, maybe a little, but here's the thing. Public beach access done right actually boosts area appeal, especially in a neighborhood like Crystal Beach that already mixes full-time residents with short-term rentals. We're talking better parking, better facilities, and a well-maintained beach entry that makes life easier for everyone. If you own a rental in Crystal Beach, your listing just got more attractive. If you live here full-time, you've got an incredible new perk just steps from home. Number 5, major new real estate and mixed-use developments. Destin is growing. And it's not just more condos. We're seeing well-planned mixed-use developments that combine residential living with restaurants, retail, and entertainment. Think mini town centers where you can live upstairs, work a few blocks away, and have dinner downstairs. This isn't just about convenience, it's about lifestyle. And in real estate, lifestyle drives demand. When these new hubs open, expect surrounding property values to climb. Buyers and renters are willing to pay more for walkability and amenities. If you own anywhere in Destin, you benefit from this because the whole area becomes more self-sufficient, more fun, and more valuable. Number 6, Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport expansion. More flights, more visitors, more value. Here's the one I teased at the start, the VPS Airport expansion. This is huge. Bigger terminals, more direct flights, more carriers coming in. For locals in Valparaiso, Fort Walton Beach, Destin, and the surrounding area, this means less travel stress and more options when you fly. But for Destin as a whole, this is a tourism and real estate booster. Easier access equals more vacationers. More vacationers equals more demand for short-term rentals. More demand equals higher nightly rates and occupancy. If you've got a rental property, this is music to your ears. And if you're selling, it's one more selling point you can use to justify your price. Why all of this matters right now? Here's the bottom line. Every single one of these projects makes Destin more functional, more enjoyable, and more valuable. Traffic improvements equals better quality of life. Water access upgrades equals more fun for locals and tourists. Parks and public spaces equals stronger family appeal. Airport expansion equals more tourism and business. You add all this together and you've got a recipe for rising demand and rising values. If you've been sitting on the fence about buying in Destin, I'm telling you, the smart money moves before these changes are fully baked in. If you want to know how these changes could impact a specific neighborhood or your property value, reach out to me at destinpropertyexpert.com or give me a call. And hey, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment on which of these projects you're most excited about. I'm Danny Margagliano, and I'll see you in the next video.